Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's program. We invite our viewers to subscribe to our channel. In this world, the most terrifying thing is not darkness itself, but when someone strives to light a lamp, only for it to be forcibly extinguished. More than 50 days after the passing of actor Menglong, his name continues to send shivers through the hearts of Chinese people across China and even the global Chinese diaspora. What should have been a closed case of an accidental death after drinking has now evolved into a deepening mystery. In just the past few days, veteran Taiwanese paparazzo Qihao conducted a nighttime investigation at the Beijing scene, capturing eerie moments of doorbell anomalies and a dog sniffing blood traces. 3 Beijing companies linked to the case simultaneously changed their legal representatives, with the original representatives mysteriously vanishing. The 798 Art District was suddenly sealed off, its founder having been taken away years earlier, and exhibitions there are now suspected of serving as living altars. Overseas mediums, lawyers, netizens, and even the Quit the Party Center have all been mobilized. This is no mere entertainment gossip. It is a war of collective refusal to forget. They thought the truth could be erased, but the more they delete, the brighter the light becomes. If you're following this story, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell for all updates so you don't miss future episodes. The latest developments come directly from the crime scene in Beijing. The renowned senior paparazzo from Taiwan, Qihao, has been in Beijing these past few days. On the evening of November 2nd, he did something extraordinarily bold. He personally visited the residential community where Menglong fell from the building. According to Qihau's own post, he described the scene. The community was extremely quiet, with poor visibility in the central courtyard. He arrived at the exact location, the window in question. He said he was about 80% certain of the answer in his mind. He didn't spell out what the answer was, but we can all guess. Then, something strange happened. Qihao said that while he was sitting at the scene, trying to sense something, a dog passed in front of him. The dog then walked straight over and sniffed that section of the floor. Do you think this was a coincidence? It's often said that animals have keen senses. Why, out of all the places, did the dog single out that exact spot to sniff? You'd think I was the end of it. No, the strangest part was yet to come. After surveying the scene, Qihao checked into a nearby hotel. He took a shower, lay on the bed, and was on the phone reporting that he was safe. At that moment, both he and the person on the other end of the line clearly heard a distinct doorbell ring. His heart skipped a beat, thinking, could it really be here? He mustered his courage, went to the door, and checked both sides of the hallway. Empty, not a soul in sight. In his final post, Qihao wrote, "I believe I am very safe in Beijing." That statement sounds more like self-reassurance or a message sent into the void. Qihau's nighttime investigation has added another layer of supernatural suspense to an already highly suspicious case. Whether that doorbell was real or imagined, a product of nerves, or a genuine signal from something, one thing is clear. That place is not clean. If the previous report carried metaphysical undertones, the next piece of intelligence is a cold, hard corporate anomaly. A highly attentive netizen dug into business registration records and uncovered a startling coincidence. In early November, 3 Beijing companies simultaneously, note the word simultaneously, changed their legal representatives. The 3 companies are Qihao Xingyi, Beijing, Gao, Ltd. 2. Beijing Huadu Hotel Company, Limited. 3. Beijing Hangang Real Estate Development Company, Ltd. Originally, the legal representative for all 3 was a person named Guofeng. Now, all have been uniformly changed to a person named Qihao. Why is this connected to the Menglong case? Because the Qihao Art Museum, controlled by Qihao Xingye, has been identified as one of the potential crime scenes in the Menglong case. The so-called artworks exhibited there, many of them extremely bizarre and disturbing, have long been labeled by netizens as altars, real specimens, and crime scene backdrops. At this critical juncture in the controversy, Three interconnected companies execute a perfectly synchronized change of legal representatives, replacing every Guofeng with Qining. What kind of maneuver is this? Netizens widely suspect this is severance, an attempt to make key figures disappear from the record. Who is this Guofeng? What is her connection to the incident? We don't know. But at this pivotal moment, such a golden cicada shedding its shell corporate operation only suggests one thing. They are covering something up. Do any viewers have insider knowledge? Please share in the comments. Who exactly are Guofeng and Qining? The Qihao Art Museum is located in Beijing's 798 Art District. Around November 2nd, netizens reported that the entire 798 Art District was suddenly sealed. No entry permitted, reason unknown. Even more bizarre, the original founder of the 798 Art District, Wang Yinling, was taken away for investigation by the Beijing Municipal Discipline Inspection Commission in April 2021. The official notice cited serious violations of discipline and law, but no specifics were provided. Since then, the individual has vanished from public view. Why would the founder of an art district be detained by disciplinary authorities? Some influencers have analyzed that art exhibitions are often linked to money laundering, behind-the-scenes deals, and even more serious criminal activities. Wang Yinling also operated the Qixing Group, a name with symbolic weight. In Taoism, the 7 stars correspond to the 7 corporeal souls and the 3 spiritual and 7 physical souls, governing life, death, and longevity. This brings us to the circulating metaphysical theories. A numerologist claimed Menglong had a little emperor fate, and some netizens, comparing portraits, even suspect he carried imperial blood from the Ming dynasty's Zhou family. According to this theory, he was targeted and sacrificed by powerful figures in a ritual to siphon his fortune and life energy to extend their own lifespans. In the United States, a medium with over 100,000 followers, Candace Starr, shared visions she claims to have received. She said Menglong was a chosen child of heaven, and his death would awaken many. She described him being taken to a party, given a drink laced with something, then locked up. Most chillingly, Candace said she saw human ligaments and human body parts. Menglong's spirit told her these were real people. They called these acts art. They are masterpieces. Others were forced to participate in this so-called artistic creation. Menglong resisted and refused to take part. The participation here likely means he was forced to become one of the so-called artworks. Menglong reportedly said that in his industry, many have suffered similar fates. His death was a warning from those people to the circle. Do not resist, do not expose, do not speak. Netizens suspect the 798 Art District may be where these so-called artworks are processed. After the Menglong incident, a bizarre exhibition was held in 798 featuring a series of paintings depicting the process of fishing, admiring the fish, and finally killing it. Candace also mentioned a critical detail. Before his death, Menglong was repeatedly thrown around, causing severe internal bleeding. The Menglong case is riddled with inconsistencies, and the authorities' accidental death after drinking narrative is widely rejected by the public. Senior criminal defense attorney Zhu Zhihai from Yunnan, China, now overseas, has raised a series of unignorable questions. Zhu has publicly condemned the CCP's political fraud in sharp terms. Regarding the Menglong case, he posed several fundamental yet devastating questions. Where is the surveillance footage? China is blanketed with cameras. Why did the cameras in that residential complex, in that specific area, happen to malfunction that night? Where are the people who dined with him? Why has not a single person from the dinner that evening come forward to face public scrutiny? Who are they? Were they afraid of? Attorneys were asked, when all the key evidence in a case is deliberately destroyed or concealed by investigative authorities, do you think there might be a problem with the case? These are basic questions of common sense. When all common sense is violated, the only conclusion is they are lying. They truly miscalculated. This time, it's not just the fans, it's the passers-by. Chinese actor Zhang Lin posted 2 Weibo messages in late October speaking out for Menglong. His words hit the mark, but he quickly faced threats. What did Zhang Lin say? First, he exposed Menglong's financial situation. He said Menglong's lifetime earnings from acting totaled 2 small goals, 200 million renminbi, but he only took home slightly over 20 million. Where did the rest of the 20+ million go? Zhang Lin said, some went to disaster zones, into the hands of compatriots in greater need. In recent years, Menglong donated 2.5 million renminbi to children with autism and 500,000 renminbi to the Zhengzhou flood relief. As for himself, aside from buying a house for his mother in Xinjiang, he rented a small apartment in Beijing. He bought clothes for 70 to 100 RMB, rarely ate meat. Some sigh that he was a person so kind he seemed like an immortal descended to earth. This explains why, even after the official closure of the case, a celebrity's death could spark global outrage among ordinary people. In his second post, Zhang Lin went further. He said those responsible calculated that Menglong's fans would only cry and pose no real threat. That's why, in the early days, they acted with such brazen confidence and did many strange things. They believed the story would be suppressed within 3 days, a week at most. But they completely miscalculated. Zhang Lin said, they had a perfect grasp of Menglong's fan base, but they utterly failed to account for his goodwill among the general public. The overwhelming voices speaking out for Menglong are from passers-by, people who didn't know him, blooming everywhere. The core of this group spans the 70s, 80s, 90s, and aughts generations. These are not only the backbone of society today, but also individuals with mature judgment, clear values, and the ability to discern right from wrong. Friends, this passage is crucial. This is why, nearly 2 months later, the heat has not subsided but intensified. This is no longer just fans mourning. It is a nationwide declaration of war against darkness. Inside China, information controls remain extremely tight. Netizens report that even posting about mailing complaint letters now violates platform rules, with many accounts re-silenced. But people have not given up. One netizen shared photos of 100 envelopes he purchased, ready to mail to the National People's Congress, Ministry of State Security, Letters and Visits Bureau, and other departments. He wrote, "You have power, you have money, you make the rules, yet that's not enough. A person this good met such a tragic end. We're not even allowed to speak a word in his defense. Write letters, make calls, file reports, whether it works or not. We will still do it." He added, "If the door that should be open won't budge, I'll kneel and die in front of it." In Taiwan, fans created a song for Menglong titled, "Do You Know?" The lyrics read, "Do you know? The whole world is trying. Every beam of light is our prayer and blessing. We believe light will illuminate the dark times." This is the meaning of why we are still talking about this today. They have power and money. They can delete posts, ban accounts, fabricate lie after lie. But they cannot seal every heart. As actor Zhang Lin said, they misjudged the passerby goodwill. We, every one of you watching this video, seeking the truth, are the passersby they failed to account for. Currently, the global petition for justice for Menglong has surpassed 640,000 signatures. If you haven't signed yet, please add your name. This is not just for a deceased actor. It is for ourselves, for a world where justice can still be served. They thought we were in darkness, but as long as each of us emits a little light, we become the dawn that pierces the night. On October 31st, the Global Service Center for Quitting the Chinese Communist Party, headquartered in New York, issued a public statement. Those familiar with overseas Chinese communities know about the 3 quits: withdrawing from the party, youth league, and young pioneers, which typically requires a personal declaration. But this time, the center made a special exception. They officially processed the 3 quits registration for the late actor Menglong. You heard that right, an exception. Why? According to their statement, since the Menglong incident, the center's website received 82 three-quits declarations submitted on his behalf by Chinese netizens. These fans and netizens wrote, "He was kind in life but harmed by CCP elites. I withdraw on his behalf from the evil party." Or in a dream, he told me he wanted freedom. I performed the 3 quits for him, hoping his soul finds light again. The center stated that while this violates the rule requiring application by family or acquaintances, due to the overwhelming volume of requests, they decided to make an exception on grounds of humanity, morality, and faith. One line in the statement stands out as the finishing touch. This act is not only a redemption for a departed soul to break free from bondage, but also a testament to the conscience of countless Chinese friends pursuing truth and light. Friends, the significance of this is profound. It shows that Menglong's death has far transcended entertainment gossip. It has become a major public incident, a collapse of trust in official credibility. When people no longer believe official narratives, when they believe a good person was killed by powerful interests, they will resist in their own way. Processing the 3 quits for Menglong is both a memorial and the strongest possible political statement. It proves that the official accidental death after drinking narrative has completely failed. Thank you for watching today's program. If you have new leads or thoughts on the Menglong case, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. We need more people to know. In this battle of memory, we have not lost, and we will not stop.